An FCT High Court in Maitama has convicted Mariam Sanda of killing her husband, Biliyamin Bello. President Muhammadu Buhari advised state governors to adopt Matawale's strategy to tackle insecurity. FUG present Award of Excellence to former Governor YARI. On business, Aviation College gets 6 new aircrafts. On sport, basketball legend Kobe Bryant killed in helicopter crash alongside 4 others. And on the international scene, Japan to evacuate nationals from Wuhan city. Welcome to Standard Voice Television News. I'm Samira Ibrahim. Now the news in full. An FCT High Court in Maitama has convicted Mariam Sanda of killing her husband, Biliyamin Bello. The judge has, however, stood down the matter for 5 minutes following the drama that ensued after the conviction was passed. Mariam Sanda fled the dock immediately the judge convicted her. However, court officials and prisons officials dragged her back into the dock. The judge was forced to release after several women started wailing in the courtroom. One of them, who made an attempt to approach Mariam, was ordered to be taken away by the judge. Mr. Justice Yusuf Halilu rose for 5 minutes to return for sentencing. Meanwhile, the Mariam Sanda sentence has generated row across the country. Our reporters took to the street of Gusau, Zamfara state capital, to get the polls of people.
My opinion is I think she deserved the punishment, a death penalty, because as a woman, I don't think she has any right to kill her husband for doing something she thinks is bad. And it's also a lesson to other women that killing their husband is not just their right because they think he has done something bad to them. It's not their right.
On the other hand, Lahiru Samaila Mofara spoke to Barrister Siraju Garba Gusau in our studio the interpretation of the judgment.
Barrister Siraju, what is the implication of this judgment?
As you said, the implication of this judgment includes, but not limited to, the following. Number one, she lost some of her fundamental rights, which are enshrined in our 1999 Constitution. For instance, we have right to life. Now she lost that fundamental right. The section provides that nobody's life should be taken unless or until by an order of competent court. So now she was sentenced to death by the court. So she lost that life, that right by implication. Secondly, she lost her right to liberty. Now her liberty has been restricted. She also lost her right of movement. Each and every Nigerian has the right to move from one state to another, one place to another, in fact, from one country to another country. Now she lost that right. So by implication, this year she lost all these rights. So I think these are the rights I could remember beginning. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
President Muhammadu Buhari has commended Governor Bello Muhammad Matawalin Maradun for the return of peace to Zamfara state in a very short period of time, just as the Federal University Gusau also honored him with a special award of excellence. President Buhari, who spoke as a visitor to the maiden convocation ceremony of the Federal University Gusau through Professor Hafiz Abubakar, also said the situation in Zamfara is worth emulating by other states who face similar challenges. During the occasion, the Vice-Chancellor of the university, who was just inaugurated at the occasion, His Royal Highness Iziogu Ewa Elechi, and the Isu Oha of Ohiora also commended the Zamfara state government for being a good and hospitable host to the university. Similarly, the Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Magaji Garba, said that only God can reward the governor for his immense support to the university. The university celebrated its maiden combined convocation for 2017-2018 and 2018-2019 academic sessions and was attended by dignitaries, including the Zamfara State Governor, Bello Muhammad Matawallan Maradun. Other dignitaries include the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Sa'ad Abubakar III, the Emir of Kano, Alhaji Muhammad Sanusi Lamido, Emirs of Zamfara State, led by the Emir of Katsina and Gusau, Alhaji Ibrahim Bello, former governor of Zamfara State, Alhaji Mahmoud Aliyu Shankafi, among others. Authorities of the Federal University Gusau in Zamfara State has at its maiden convocation ceremony held within the premises of the institution honored the former executive governor of Zamfara State, Dr. Abdulaziz Yaro Abubakar, for his outstanding contributions to the development of Federal University Gusau. The former governor received the award alongside the serving governor of the state, Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawallan Maradun, and 9 others in Gusau. The Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Magaji Garba, said the management decided to honor the awardees based on their individual contribution to the development of the university. According to Professor Magaji, former Governor Abdulaziz Yari Abubakar was honored because of his efforts in securing mass size of land for the construction of permanent site of the university. The VC also said the former governor has paid a whopping sum of 320 million naira as compensation to landowners, which remained an unforgettable gesture towards the realization of the university. Professor Magaji said, without having the land, the university will not have seen the light of the day. Similarly, the Vice Chancellor said the incumbent governor of the state was honored based on his passionate feeling for the development of the university. He added that Governor Matawallah had paid all the expenditures accrued in making the convocation a reality to the tune of 32 million naira. Responding shortly after receiving the award on behalf of the former governor, former secretary to the state government, Professor Abdullahi Muhammad Shankafi, thanked the university management for recognizing the giant efforts made by the immediate past administration of Governor Abdulaziz Yari Abubakar. He said that the advent of the university fell part of the effort made by the immediate past administration and in revitalizing education at all levels in Zamfara, which is now a blessing for Zamfara State. Other awardees are Dr. Dauda Lawal Dari, who was honored for constructing the only road in the university, security outpost, and a bus stop. Katsina State Government has jointly with security forces demolished another house used by bandits as a hideout for their nefarious activities in El Talata village of KAFUR local government area of the state. This was made known to newsmen by Abdullahi Aliyu, Director of Press, Office of the Secretary to the State Government. Addressing the pressmen before the exercise, Katsina State Police Command spokesman SP Gambo Isa said the house belonged to Ibrahim Masaja, who is allegedly the kingpin of the bandits in that area. He recalled that on the 18th January 2020 at about 3 a.m., a team of policemen led by the officer in charge of SARS unit raided the house and rescued one Paul Lawal, who was kidnapped by the hoodlums from his family house at staff quarters of GGSS Malumfashi. He said during police operation, they said victim was discovered chained in a hut in the premises of the Masaja's house. The PPRO said that SARS succeeded in arresting one of the suspected bandits, named Bello, while 2 of the bandits lost their lives in the exchange of fire, while the owner of the house is still at large. In an interview, the arrested suspect, Muhammad Bello, confessed to have participated in kidnapping Paul Lawal on the 4th January this year and demanded for 15 million naira ransom. He, however, claimed to be a first-timer who was lured into the nasty business by those allegedly killed by the police. The 4-bedroom mud house located at the scattered Fulani settlement was then demolished by 2 tractors in the presence of heavily armed security headed by Major Ibrahim from the 35th Battalion. The acting chairman, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), Mr. Ibrahim Magu, and the coordinator of Presidential Amnesty Program, Professor Charles Dokubo, have emerged as Newsmaker's 2019 Persons of the Year. The Person of the Year, a tradition being followed by some newspapers and magazines across the world today, started in the United States in 1927 with the announcement of a Man of the Year from among newsmakers who have done the most to influence the event of the year. The idea actually began as an attempt to remedy the editorial embarrassment earlier that year of not having aviator Charles Lindbergh on its cover following his historic transatlantic flight. By the end of the year, it was decided that a cover story featuring Lindbergh as the Man of the Year will serve both purposes. In keeping with this noble tradition, coming from a historical lens that emphasizes people at the top of major organizations, Mr. Magu and Professor Dokubo were selected as the 2 most outstanding heads of agencies in Nigeria in 2019. Mr. Magu was considered worthy of the honor based on the EFCC's astronomical and unprecedented 1,268 convictions in its war against corruption, fraud and economic crimes in 2019. The Anti-Corrupt Agency also secured from corrupt public officials the forfeiture of remarkable properties to the federal government and recovered billions of naira, millions of dollars, pound sterling and other foreign currency last year. Among the forfeited properties that Magu handed over in 2019 are the Voice of Nigeria, VON, North-East Development Commission, Nigerian Diaspora Commission, and the National Directorate of Employment. Professor Dokubo recorded unprecedented achievement in fast-tracking development and deepening peace in the Niger Delta region, achieving the objectives of the master plan in the amnesty program vision statement seeking to contribute to security stabilization in the Niger Delta through disarmament, demobilization and rehabilitation. He has sustained plans to reintegrate the people of the Niger Delta, especially the S-aggregators, as a precondition for medium and long-term development that yielded the desired result and contributed to the balance of power in the oil sector in the world in 2019. Following President Muhammadu Buhari's mandate to retool and refocus the amnesty program to its original mandate and the reintegration of 30,000 ex-militants who nearly crippled the Nigerian oil sector at a time, Dokubo ensured that vocational training centers in Rivers, Delta, Bayelsa, Edo and Ondo states were completed and activated for massive training of beneficiaries in healthcare, safety and environment, fish and poultry, farming, greenhouse farming, tailoring and fashion design, mechanized rice farming and agribusiness, transformer repair maintenance, pig farming, automobile, aquaculture and snail farming, shoemaking, leather works and ICT among others. Within 1 year in office, Dokubo's accomplishments included 1,230 beneficiaries of amnesty program deployed across 11 partnering institutions on scholarship in January 2019, 200 beneficiaries undergoing training in transformer repairs and maintenance at Rivers State University of Science and Technology, Port Harcourt, bringing the work at Vocational Training Center for Power and Energy in Bomadi Town, Bomadi local government area of Delta State, to 90% completion. Other 100 beneficiaries, mostly women, were empowered with starter packs for profitable business set up in various streets. In September 2019, 4 beneficiaries of the amnesty program were awarded first-class degree at the 7th convocation ceremony of Afe Babalola University, Ado Ekiti, Ekiti State. In October 2019, 200 beneficiaries completed training in welding and fabrication, mechanical fittings, scaffold and ringing, industrial painting and abrasive blast. The All Progressives Congress APC candidate and former leader of the House of Representatives, Ado Alhassan Doguwa, has been declared winner of the Saturday's rerun election in Tudun Wada, Doguwa Federal Constituency in Kano State. Doguwa, who polled 66,667 votes, defeated the PDP candidate Air Commando Yushua Salihu retired, who scored 6,400 votes. The returning officer of Tudun Wada Doguwa constituency, Professor Mansur Awal Dindawa, said Ado Alhassan Doguwa of All Progressives Congress APC, having satisfied the requirements of the law, is hereby declared winner and is returned elected. Encouraged by the steps taken by the Kano state government since when Lassa fever hit recently in the state, federal government commends the state for being up and doing the proactive measures to curb the menace. This was disclosed by the Minister of Health, Dr. Osagi Ehanire, when he paid a condolence visit to the Kano State Governor, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduji, at his office in Kano over the death of 2 doctors who became the victims who died in active service when they got in contact with the first casualty, whom they conducted a surgical operation for. The minister noted with satisfaction that the state and other stakeholders are doing their best in this respect and commended the State Ministry of Health for taking the situation very seriously. After expressing his shock over the death, he prayed their soul rest in perfect peace and prayed for the families the courage to bear the irreparable loss. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Menene amfanin gari idan har babu zaman lafiya?
Mecece jiha idan babu shugaba mai adalci? Mecece rayuwa idan ba yanci?
Me amfanin karatu idan har ba aiki?
Menene mahimmancin zabe idan babu roman demokradiyya?
Menene amfanin tarihi idan har ba za a samu darasi daga cikin sa ba?
Jihar Zamfara ta can ta kasance a bar sha'awa. Gashi kuma sansanin noma da kasuwanci.
Gurin da kowa ke sha'awar zuwa. Amma sai abubuwa suka juya.
Amma sai ya kasance yanzu da zarar an ambaci sunan Zamfara, tunanin wata musifa da ko bala'i shine ke darsu a zakatan mutane.
Baki suka daina zuwa, 'yan gari suka fara guduwa. Talauci da tashin hankali suka yi yawa.
Gashi jihar mu mai haske ta dawo ta yi duhu.
Sa'annan mutanen Zamfara sai muka tashi tsaye, muka kama addu'o'i da tuba ga Ubangijinmu.
Sai kuwa Allah ya amsa addu'anmu, sai ya kawo mana matawallan muradi.
Dodon makiya zaman lafiya, dodon talauci, dodon makaryata da masu yaudara.
Me yi kuma dan Allah, me kishin mutane.
Me kuma neman gwamnati ba don kansa ba.
Cikin kankanin lokaci sai gashi ya dawo mana da hasken Zamfara, amma ta fi yadda take da.
Wannan shi ake nufi da shugaba.
Jarumi ba malalaci ba.
Ma'aikaci ba barawo ba.
Allah ka kare mana zababben gwamna matawalin maradi.
Allah kuma ya ƙara masa lafiya. Allah kuma ya ƙara ɗaukaka.
Wannan saƙo ne daga gwamnatin jihar Zamfara ƙarƙashin jagorancin Bello Muhammad Matsawallan Maradun MON kuma bardan ƙasar Hausa. Welcome back on Business. Jamima Samuel has more details.
Thank you. Welcome to Business Desk. The federal government has acquired 6 aircrafts for Nigerian College of Aviation Technology. The Minister of Aviation, Captain Hadi Sirika, made the announcement on Twitter through his handle. Captain Sirika said the aircraft would be delivered in the next 3 weeks. He also stated that this was part of the efforts to catch up with technology and in line with the aviation map road. The minister said the federal government's effort had earned NCAT the status of International Civil Aviation Organization Regional Training Center of Excellence. Director of NCAT, Captain Mohammed Abdusalam, had last year said the college had placed orders for 6 DA-40 aircraft. He said the new aircraft would enhance NCAT's training capacity. He noted that with the delivery of the aircraft, the college would also place order for another batch of aircraft. He said the college would be ordering aircraft in batches until the delivery of 20 aircraft. Captain Abdul Salam added that in keeping up with these advancements, the college is also procuring new equipment so that the engineers and pilots, air traffic controllers and others, by the time they come out, they are already trained in the use of all these facilities. He said the NCAT bill for the amendment of the act that set up the college was before the National Assembly, adding that its passage would help the college to access tertiary education trust fund to address some infrastructures and staff training needs. And that's all we have on Business Desk today. I am Jemima Samuel.
Thank you, Jemima. On spot, Abu Sufyan has more details.
Welcome to Standard Voice Television Sports Room. My name is Abu Sufyan Abubakar, and as usual I bring the sports updates. It's a tragic news as the whole world mourns the death of former basketball legend Kobe Bryant. The NBA legend died on Sunday in a helicopter crash in suburban Los Angeles, celebrity website TMZ reported, saying 9 people are confirmed dead in the incident. The crash happened near Calabasas in California, about 30 miles northwest of downtown Los Angeles on Sunday. Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department confirms 9 people were on board a helicopter. No victims survived. Authorities have not identified the victims, but ABC News sources confirmed Bryant and his daughter Gianna were among those killed. Federal Aviation Administration spokesperson Alan Kenza said it was a Sikorsky S-76 and it was not known what caused the crash. Los Angeles County Sheriff Alex Villanueva says his department helicopters were grounded due to weather in the area on Sunday. Conditions were extremely foggy when Bryant's helicopter went down. Bryant lived south of Los Angeles in coastal Orange County for much of his adult life, and he often used helicopters to save time and avoid Southern California's notorious traffic. Even as a player, he often traveled to practices and games by helicopter, and he kept up that practice after retirement as he attended to his business ventures. Bryant got a start just outside Philadelphia at Lower Merion High School. He was drafted to the NBA out of the Lower Merion in 1996 and spent his entire 20-year career with Los Angeles Lakers, winning 5 NBA championships. He was awarded NBA MVP in 2008 and NBA Finals MVP in 2009 and 2010. And in the Nigerian Premier League, Lobby Stars defeated Nasarawa United 2-1 in Makurdi yesterday to regain the top spot of the Nigerian Premier League from Plateau United, who are now second with the Rivers in third position. The NPFL Match Day 17 fixtures also witnessed Sunshine Stars return to the top 4 place from where they were temporarily dislodged by the Dakar FC. Eyimba, who did not feature on the domestic scene this weekend, together with Adamawa United, who moved up 2 spots from the base. Jigawa Golden Stars and Nasarawa United complete the bottom 4. Rivers United also endured a disappointing evening as they played out a 0-0 draw with Wiki Tourist in Port Harcourt. In Akure, Sunshine Stars and Kano Pillars battled to a 2-2 draw in a thrilling encounter. Anthony Omaka gave Pillars the lead 9 minutes before the break, while Awalo Ali leveled for Pillars in 49th minutes. At Umahia Township Stadium, Abia Warriors defeated Warri Wolves 1-0 courtesy of Okun Otop 90th minute strike. Akwa United edged out Heartland 3-1 at the Goswell Akpabio Stadium in Uyo. Heartland took the lead through Chukwuemeka Obiama in the 15th minute, but the home team rallied back through goals from Ndifureki F. Young, who had a brace, and Akarandat Oruk. Tasiu Lawal scored the winning goal in the 3rd minute at Katsina United, as Katsina United pipped FC Ifeanyi Uba 1-0 at the Muhammadu Dikko Stadium. And that's all we have on sports today. Back to the news studio.
Thank you, Sufyan. And on the international scene. Japan is to evacuate all its nationals from China's quarantined city of Wuhan, the epicenter of the deadly virus. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe said Sunday that they have decided to send back all Japanese citizens in Wuhan to Japan if they wish to, by every means, including chartered flight. Shinzo Abe told reporters that coordinating with the Chinese government at various levels, will accelerate the process to realize a swift implementation of the evacuation from Wuhan, the capital of Hubei province in central China. Earlier, a foreign ministry official told AFP that 430 Japanese were in Hubei province. The move comes as several other countries are arranging plans to evacuate their personnel and citizens. The outbreak, which has killed 56 people and infected nearly 2,000 across China, is believed to have originated in a live animal market in Wuhan. China is one of Tokyo's biggest trading partners, and around 130 Japan-linked companies have offices in the region's central city of Wuhan. Japan's health authorities confirmed the country's third case on Saturday, all inpatients that had visited Wuhan recently. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. An FCT High Court in Maitama has convicted Marian Sanda of killing her husband, Liani Bello. President Muhammadu Buhari advised state governors to adopt Mutawalli's strategy to tackle insecurity. FUG presents Award of Excellence to former Governor YARI. On business, Aviation College gets 6 new aircraft. On sports, basketball legend Kobe Bryant killed in helicopter crash alongside 4 others. And on the international scene, Japan to evacuate nationals from Wuhan city. That has been the news. On behalf of the production crew and head of news and current affairs, I am Samira Ibrahim, wishing you a pleasant time. Keep watching Standard Voice Television News. Goodbye.